Freaking Budo and Ali have hit credits. Wow. Wow, they actually hit credits. Alright, anyway, I need to make my own progress on MSQ. No. Alpha and Omega are here, quit! Omega seems to be cheering you on. Aw. Bloop, bloop, bloop. The miniature model Omega appears to be staring intently at the Ark. Man is said to fear what he does not know, yet you would venture into the greatest of unknowns. I say to you, son of man, that you need not fear. So long as man shares a bond with dragonkind, so too does he share our kinship with the heavens, and our ancient home amidst the stars infinite. I pray you go forth, and prove this bond of yours, tempered and tested, shall endure and unbroken for 1,000,000 years. Aww. First a great exodus, and now this. It seems there's no end to our work. In truth, more than a few gleaners were distressed to learn that their earlier efforts were for nothing. It was no easy task convincing them that the new plan was for the best, I can tell you that. I can't tell you that every man believes this is the wisest course, but I can say that all will be forgiven if you deliver us from the coming doom, and if you don't, well, at least you won't get the earful I certainly will. Alright, Amon Elaine. It's troubling enough that the brute's sidecar left without warning, leaving me to carry all those cumbersome containers, but that he failed to be present to send you off is absurd. What could possibly be more deserving of his attention at a time like this? It's no easy thing to say leave the star to us, but we must, and we will. As proud members of the Scions, we have a duty to uphold. And we needn't do so alone. Those dark days, when we were driven from the rising stones and hunted as traitors, are a thing of the past. We have allies in abundance now, which is to say, you needn't worry about us. Go forth in the knowledge that the Scions will labor without rest in your absence. Nidhana. Mistress Kyle tells me your investigation into my theories on Akasha and its relation to the final days has made clear the source of our woes. I am elated to know my work was to some benefit, but I could not have shared it had you not rescued me from the tower that day. Yet owe you a great debt, one I may never fully repay, but I shall try nonetheless. Not only through my research, but through my desire to see you succeed, which I believe may influence the Akasha in our favor, so small though the effect may be. Yes, so long as we have hope, there is chance we may influence the outcome of this calamity, and we're gonna keep Nidhana's words in mind. Though our fellow Scions can't be here, they wanted me to tell you that no matter what the calamity may befall us, they will never give up, and never should you. No matter how far you may go, we will be with you in spirit. No matter how dark it seem, your light will shine and endure. Moonbrita has been on my mind as often as of late. How different her life might have been, if not for our research into teleportation magics. Perhaps she would never have gained an interest in aetherological studies. But to abandon our work out of misplaced guilt for who she could have been would be a disservice to the memory of who she was. Nay, it was because of her that we found the resolve to carry on, and now we stand at the edge of a new frontier, with a ship ready to bear you unto the distant stars and beyond. This ark is much her accomplishment as it is ours. I regret nothing. We were quite fortunate, and the Loporrit's hyperhopper was based on principles similar to those of aetherology. Integrating it with the Ark's existing systems might have been impossible otherwise. We may have Charlian's wealth of knowledge at our disposal, but theirs technology is far beyond anything we have ever studied. You're familiar with teleportation magics, yes? The momentary conversion of the body into ether that it may travel via the life stream from one physical point to the other. Their hyperhopper enables transport through a similar method, but not one involving the life stream. Rather, it uses highly condensed ether to create an ethereal current of its own. This current is exponentially faster and more powerful than the naturally occurring ones to which we are accustomed, so much so in fact that the ethereal conversion of the physical form is not a prerequisite for traversal. If you are concerned about side effects such as ethereal sickness, you needn't be. You should emerge at your destination hale and whole, in theory, at the very least. I can assure you it is safer than the experimental aetherite that you used to reach Adzadan. Living way? The Ark is missing one last but very crucial component before we're ready to take off, but it should be arriving shortly. Quite the turnout, wouldn't you say? Then again, who wouldn't want to be present for a once-in-a-lifetime event? I'll send word to the Alliance readers at the very moment the ship takes off. Obviously, they couldn't be here, but I'm sure they'll be cheering you on every step of the way. I wasn't expecting quite so many people to be sending us off. They said work on the Ark is finished, but you certainly wouldn't know by looking at it. Let us hear what Father has to say. So this is the ship that will bear us up to Ultima Thule. That even Wilsfun and Blue Vita should be in attendance is most unexpected, but I am nonetheless heartened by their attendance. This is the pinnacle of aetherochemistry, a synthesis of modern innovation with the wisdom of ancient Alag. The Ark's engine appears to be capable of possessing condensed ether in quantities I never even thought possible. For so many of us to see us off like this seems wholly unnecessary still. I'll not begrudge them for wishing us well. I wasn't expecting quite so many people to be seeing us off. I think this is it. I think we've talked to everyone. Let us hear what Father has to say. So this is the ship that will bear us to Ultima Thule. I think I've talked to everyone. Then we are off. Let us go. Alright, we are off, with the theme of Final Fantasy playing in the background.
All present and accounted for? Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
But I thought one thing was missing.
I've seen my fair share of tight
Sid,
schedules,
oh
but
god.
This was bloody murder.
Yeah, this was bloody murder.
But we did it. We finished the ship. It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
It's a garland piece of work through and
I
through.
really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you.
Of course you would be helping us all the way to the end. Also, hearing Sid talk is jarring.
Don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of
even more
starfaring
Omega
vessels.
payoff.
And as they
Alpha.
say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you.
Aw. Alpha.
In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting
Sure,
of your
I'll get
journey
it to
on your
you and
turn.
your husband right when I get back.
So, have you thought of a name?
What are they gonna call it?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny
Teeny
tiny
tiny
toy
blah
boat?
blah. Oh my god.
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented
I'm trying to think what they could
collaboration.
call it. What's an old school Final Fantasy
And
name
though
they could
said
call it?
collaboration is owed to the
We already
Scions,
used the Enterprise, I think.
there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible.
Another?
From a fragment of Dalamud,
From a fragment of
we
Dalamud.
obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars.
The Louis
And this
Soir?
fragment would not have found its way to
The
us
Louis
had
Soir.
the Archon Louis Soir
That's its
not
name,
fought
isn't
to
it?
protect this world. And in so
He'll
doing,
be with us to the very
laid
end.
down his life. Now that the vessel stands complete,
I wonder if they
I cannot
really are
help
going to
but
name it the
wonder if
Louis
it was
Soir.
more than mere happenstance.
That he was helping us from
It was
beyond?
my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us.
What was the name of that fragment?
The starship
Ragnarok, the ultimate weapon of Final Fantasy IV.
Sorry for the wait. I got
And
everyone you
also,
asked for.
funny
and not
enough,
one
was
less.
the apocalypse of Final Fantasy XIII, but that's a different game conversation. Oh, the beast tribes! They're all here, all of them. Hi. Happy to
Wasn't
see
you
them
all
all
doing?
here. It's all of the ones here in the
I
source.
invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations.
Aw, I'm happy to see them all here.
You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal.
Yes, but what
Given
else
its
do you
immense
mean?
size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare. Not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards.
We're
for
gonna
engine
shatter
engines.
the crystal?
But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves.
The beast tribes themselves are gonna be the energy? The very same people we were so against back in A Realm Reborn. Really?
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Summoning's true form. Creation magic.
Care to explain for our benefit?
I see.
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loporrits are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment.
The original form of
Yet simple
summoning.
though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Yeah.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a
A
creation.
primal. So primals in the end were a derivative of creation magic.
I see. By combining the Loporrit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience.
Which are the summons that summoners
Summoning
can
as
use
it was
now.
intended, one might say.
Summoning as it was intended.
Indeed, indeed.
But yeah, I guess that
Heidelin gave
lines
us the
up with
ability
the
to
summoning
use
that's going on
creation
now in
magics. She
Endwalker.
forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul or similar.
Possessed of a
She
soul.
didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power.
We're gonna
and
use the
send
power
them
of
to
all the
Ragnarok.
primals? All of them, the ones we fought
Am
here
I
in the
the only
source?
one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
I don't think we have that to worry about anymore.
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Charlian tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated
Yeah,
an
they sure
additional
have.
nasty element into their summoning method.
A very nasty
the fervent
element.
desire to assimilate others into one's belief.
Yeah.
Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner.
Starting with the summoner.
In contrast, our creation magics, the
So
original
this,
and the best,
I guess
except no
lore-wise,
substitute,
the summoner rework
don't
also makes
incorporate
sense.
any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Oh, you think? Oh god. Even Salix is in
Truth be
shock.
told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan.
The
But
beast
none of us would
tribes.
ever turn our backs on you.
You know, this means a lot
When
because
the avatars of
I
our
streamed,
faith ran amok,
I
you
streamed
intervened without
the final
decrying
quest lines for
we
all the
who
beast
birthed
tribes for every
them.
expansion. It was a real shame Shadowbringers
Where
didn't get
others
one.
vilified and suppressed us,
It would be nice if you got an extra
offered
line for
understanding and friendship.
helping the beast tribes, all of them. I'll pretend though that yes,
In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Benevolent saviors for everyone.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
They're going into the ethereal sea?
Lead the way.
Oh, I guess they have to go to the mother crystal, right? Otto, hello. I made it.
May we have a moment?
I'm in life for over 3
In
hours now, and
anticipation
I'm
of the day
still.
man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Am I going to finish tomorrow? The world may never know. I'm going to try to get up bright and early. And hopefully with, you know,
Portable teleportation devices.
an 8-hour
One for each of
stream,
you,
or
designed to
no,
work
more
in
like a
tandem.
7-hour stream, but hopefully within 7-hour stream I'll finish
Press the
Endwalker.
button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok.
You've got a
There is no
ways to
telling
go.
what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them.
If somebody wants to taxi me to my ether currents,
safe,
that would be
all of you.
amazing.
And come back.
And come back. Thank you.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order. So I'll go ahead and board.
But yeah, I'm trying to think if I can do a
few
7-hour
personnel
block.
will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
You still can't fly? Oh, Otto.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go. And Godspeed.
If it wasn't for that stupid DC I had earlier, I would have been fine. I'm so mad. If I didn't have that DC, I probably would have been a lot farther along by now. Do y'all have it? Oh my gosh. Too much speeding straight for the MSQ. The Ragnarok? Oh, these people have different lives. The Ragnarok is a collaborative effort in every sense. The culmination of knowledge from the world's greatest minds, both past and present, without question, the greatest ship to ever be built. The world cannot end now, not when we've but scratched the surface of the Loper's technological know-how. So run along now and do what it is you vaunted heroes do best. The world shall tremble before my genius soon enough, assuming you're able to prevent its destruction, that is. Bye, Otto. I hope you enjoy the ending. You haven't forgotten anything, have you? No repairs or commissions? Or delivery from retainers, perhaps? No? Well, if there's nothing else, have a safe journey. I'll have to remember to thank Tataru for her lively provisions of food and drink. Poor Wedge would have had long since given up from exhaustion otherwise. But the rest is up to you. Come back now safe, alright? In the key, I suspect, may lie in Heideland's parting message with us. Oh god, everyone has different lines now. I am most grateful Wolfsman and Blue Vita for devised a contingency should the need to flee to arise, though I pray it shall not. We must needs strive for victory to the last, that Aetheris and her people survive, and that her champions return home, without exception. I hope. None of us are strangers to despair. If that's the source of her power, we are ready for it. Venturing quite literally into the unknown, we have to be ready for anything. As I said before, whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. Primal summoning, as it was intended. I never dared to consider they could be invoked without the danger of tempering. Change has come quickly to the star, and greater change yet awaits in the days to come. All the more reason we must not fall. Venturing quite literally into the unknown, we have to be ready for anything. Oh wait, I already talked to you. I'll send word to the Alliance readers the very moment the ships to take off. Oh. Quite the turnout, isn't it? The Ragnarok, and thus does the grandfather's legacy live on. We mustn't waste any more time. Let us board for Ultima Thule. Mother, father, grandfather, we will save this star and return home. I promise. Ameliance will not be joining us, I'm afraid. She cannot bear to watch her children embark on so perilous a mission. Make no mistake, I feel the same, but I cannot tell you how many times I had to step away from my duties, so distracted by thoughts all the ways it could go. Even now, a part of me wants to drag them away and forbid, well, not that they would listen, so I will see them off with a pride in my heart and prayer in my lips. For my children, for this star they love so dearly, you must prevail. And then I believe everyone else has the same lines. Yeah, everyone else has the same lines. Alpha, do y'all have stuff? Blip bloop. Omega appears to be trying to cheer you on. Let's go then. Speak with a life. Hello, elf boy. You are an elf boy. Several cutscenes will play. Let's go. I had a feeling, and let's go in.
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back.
I sure hope we have everything too. Except I'll be able to teleport
Right
back.
then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
In just a moment.
It's incredible.
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me?
Yes.
The preparations for the summonings are complete.
Oh, we're gonna be summoning all the primals.
In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the
Oh,
Ragnarok
excuse me.
to the launch
We're on
site.
phase 14, gamers! Phase 14.
The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
Huh.
So, are we ready?
We have to be.
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burnt-out star's got more fire in its belly.
Do we not have enough power?
Fire it again, with feeling.
Oh, she was talking about Ali say. Fine, have Alfino do the honors.
Me? But I...
You've been with us since the very beginning, kiddo.
No need to be coy, brother. Do it, and do it well.
If you all insist. Onward unto the distant stars
Wow.
and beyond.
Oh no. That was a little
Ragnarok,
cheesy.
engage.
That was a little cheesy, wasn't it? But it woke them up. It woke one of them.
Engage!
Engage! That was a little bit cheesy, but I'll take it. Engage! That was a really good screenshotable moment. I hope I got it. Engage! Oh god, look at these rings. Blast off! It's all the primals. Ifrit, Titan, all of them. Was that the whale? It's hard to see in my shader. Leviathan? Yeah, that's Bismarck. And King Mog. And King Mog, don't forget King Mog. Garuda.
That I must carry landwalkers into the sky! I cannot imagine a greater indignity!
Look, girl.
Do not sulk so. For thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may
No,
serve
I don't think the
also
1.0
to
trailer was
thrust
just for
forth
this.
With vigor.
I don't think so.
Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to
I really don't think it
rejoice.
was there that. But this
So
is still
come,
very cool.
Let us revel!
Let us revel! Bismarck can't even speak. Bismarck don't even speak any language.
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation.
Garuda's so sassy.
I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
Into the firmament. Oh, they're all infused in our ship now. All of them. That was a very good moment, though. Fudo DC during the credits. Oh my god. R.I.P. Fudo. God, she DC'd like 3 times tonight. Feels so bad. Alright, are we off? It looks like an eye. Guess we're off. Oh, we're playing Omega music in here. I swear to God, I could have had such a good screenshot there.
Still in one piece? Good.
We're in space, gamers.
Sleeping way? Report?
Reports?
All's well. Fantastic, even. Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within protected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch.
7 is a pinch. What does carat mean? What is a carat of unit of time?
Alright, let's go over some points of caution.
Oh no, here we go. Alright, lay it on me.
Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness.
How are we supposed to walk over there?
That's the extent of what our equipment could determine.
Then how are
Anyway,
we supposed to walk around?
from what we know of Meteon, she's likely used dynamis to obfuscate her location.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
Yeah.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice.
At a moment's notice.
We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Heidelin believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves. Just don't do anything I wouldn't, like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours.
Those portable teleporters?
Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits, and you should as well.
Will it take us back to the ship?
Understood. We promise to be careful.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive and the vessel will shake a good
Mapping
bit.
ray. What's wrong? Huh?
What is this? Something is interfering with the equipment.
What? We're gonna crash.
Greetings.
Oh, she's found us. Hey. Took us long enough, but we finally found you. Oh my god, what a horrifying girl. She teleports too.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
It's her. The bringer. I'll just say Medion.
So this is Meteon.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters?
Oh, you all look just like each other, huh?
I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris. Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably
She's so
lost.
broken.
Stolen away by events
Oh, I don't know if
beyond
she's
your control.
broken necessarily. She just so many stars full
There
of
is no
despair.
logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident. Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours.
Oh my
Suffocated
goodness.
and extinguished now.
It sounded like her neck broke. Is she to continue causing her ship to just break? What is she doing?
I can't breathe.
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality,
Well, you didn't have to get so
where
loud.
resignation and acceptance
God.
unite to embrace the end,
Oh, Grom freaking passed out.
where those who yet valiantly cling to life cannot thrive.
What are we supposed to do now? Tancred. What did he do? Did he actually do it? I don't think he actually got her, but what happens to us now? I imagine Tancred's missing, is he? He's not on screen.
By the Fury.
What an overwhelming
Tancred?
power. He's gone. He went after her. I assume.
Meteion has gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination.
Well, at least we arrived. I don't know if it was smoothly.
This is Ultima Thule.
Oh my.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this.
This will be my first time
From
seeing the final
atmospheric
area.
composition to ambient temperatures, all reading to within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
Life? Who lives here? Besides Meteion?
If that's the case, then Tancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look.
Let us have a look.
Meanwhile, I want the rest of you to perform a full inspection of the ship, as well as a biological scan.
Yeah, we need to make sure this thing is functioning so we can get back home.
So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End.
Is that Hythlodaeus?
In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth.
Or was that Emmett? It's hard to. I literally have the hardest time
Though
telling
the
their
curtains may
voices.
fall again and again,
It's been
so
Emmett
long as
narrating
others
this
take the
entire
stage,
time.
ever shall there be more tales to tell.
I assume it's still Emmett. Ever shall be more tales to tell. This place.
Let them bring it to a
We're
close.
literally in
I say.
space. We're just literally in space.
Let the curtains fall upon this.
The edge of the universe.
The final chapter in the tale of the star.
The final chapter. The Sea of Stars, Ultima Thule.
Is this a dead star?
Oh, I didn't even think of it that way. I love the music in here.
Breathe. I live and breathe. Well, the environment itself shouldn't kill us.
I would hope so.
Well then, let us search for Tancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
I worry for Tancred. I love the music in here. It's very foreboding. Oh, I'm tabbed out. Here we are, the final area, Ultima Thule. If Meteion should strike again with such overwhelming force, I honestly don't know how we were to oppose her. We were clearly no match for Meteion, yet we survived unscathed. But how? Haven't seen this Noah person log in a very long time. Somebody in chat was like, this place is weird. And let me look up who this Noah is on the FC Discord. It's Eddie, Fudo's friend. As Living Way said, I can breathe well enough, but something about this place feels wrong. It's so dark I can barely see anything. Didst thou witness what became of Thancred? So quickly was I overcome by Meteon's malevolence that I saw naught of their altercation. You may want to avoid shout chat here. I have I changed my tab. There is a dizzying, disorienting feeling about this place, as if I could lose my footing any moment. We must be careful. There's a provisions node. I assume they have accessories? Star Quartz is the gear we have. Do I really want Star Quartz though? No. I'm sure there's better accessories waiting for us down here that I'm going to give to my Black Mage. If Meteon should strike again with such overwhelming force, I honestly don't know how we are to oppose her. We were clearly no match for Meteon, yet we survived unscathed. But how? It is as Living Way said, if I can breathe well enough. Oh. Have I talked to everyone? Stinian? There is a dizzying, disorienting feeling about this place, as if I could lose my footing at any moment. Didst thou witness what became of Thancred? So quickly was I overcome by Meteon's malevolence that I saw naught of their Let's go then. I can't guarantee it will be of help in this strange surrounds, but I've readied a provisions note in case of emergency. Level 89. I think this might be the final one. Triazimite Alphino can make no sign of Thancred. We're fortunate this place can support life, albeit barely, I suspect, given the tale of the stale quality of the air. But never mind that, we must find Thancred. Let us begin our search. Try not to stray too far, lest we lose sight of one another. Oh, Alice's Porksy's here? Oh no, I thought that was Alice's Porksy. I was like, what is Angelo doing here? I want to go up here, but I don't even know what this place looks like. 915 Yalms north. Yeah, let's just follow the MSQ. I'm just gonna follow the MSQ. Hopefully I'll find someone with taxi me around here tomorrow. Maybe Emmy. Oh, it's a this reminds me so much of Tales of Arise. Especially the ship. I would go attune to this thing, but I don't even know if I can even get to it from here. I'm just gonna follow everyone. I haven't even run into any enemies. Oh, there's one over there, actually. Where are we? Level 89, Stellar Dragon. Dragons are meant for, in traditional Final Fantasy games, dragons are meant for endgame areas. They're supposed to be very challenging enemies for you to face. Often very difficult to kill. I see no one else in this barren waste. A presence here that's dark and mournful. It doesn't even matter that it's daytime in Ayurzi, it's still dark in here. These remains have long since turned to ash. I'm trying to avoid everyone so I can talk to the Scions. Graha? Istola. The structure here in front of me, yes, it was a tower of some sort, partially melted. In a strange twist of fate, it seems our perception of this place is not so different as it would be elsewhere. It feels as though I'm dreaming while I awake. This is more like the fated memory Meteon wanted us to believe. What is this, I wonder? I don't know where the rest of the Scions are. Oh, frick me. I was hoping to find Estinian, but I don't know where he is. Hello, Valve. Do you want to fly me to my ether currents? I'm joking. Maybe I'm not joking. Get out of here. I would like to not have aggro anymore, thank you very much. God, these dragons piss me off. There we go. Kinda makes me wish I might switch to Gatherer, just so they're not annoying me. I could after you finish this area. We will see. There is a dead dragon here. It's a dragon statue. Dragons. Wait a minute. It couldn't be. No, no. No. This is not. Well, I guess I have to keep going. Yeah, I cannot find Estinian. He's probably being edgy in a corner somewhere. Ruins, but of what, I wonder? Perhaps we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, inscription, anything. The metallic pillar has been partially melted, likely someone in the distant past. The damage does not appear to be inflicted deliberately, rather, it calls to mind the indiscriminate destruction often wrought in the heat of battle. The vitrified fort. This area is like Tempest 2.0, so after today. Yeah, but here's the thing, in the Tempest I was really stubborn about getting it done because the thing about these endgame areas is, even with the locks I was like this too, I want to get the ether currents just done and over with along with the MSQ so I don't have to come back. So the intricate design at the top suggests it is man-made, though its builders were surely not men as we conceive of them. Having said that, I swear I've seen this pattern before. Who else do we need to talk to? Is that Estinian over there? Oh, frick me, I'm gonna freaking die. The locks suck. They nerfed the locks, but I honestly don't know if they took out that iconic ether current that's on the bridge. That, you know, you have to walk the entire locks to. My husbando, what if you and I were at the edge of the universe together? Just one screenshot, okay? I thought this hill might afford a better view of our surroundings, a poor decision in hindsight. Besides, the light from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. From what I can tell, we are near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. Have care should you decide to climb higher. Were you to fall, you might tumble through the great expanse for all eternity. Oh, this is probably an iconic G-post spot right here. Oh, there's something at the core. Appears to be light. This has to be a dead star. And I have a feeling I know what the dead star is. Oh my freaking god, I hate that I'm aggroing everything. I hate it here. Go away. Go away. Can we go now? I'm tired of it. I'm gonna get smacked out of cutscene. We're not able to find anything. As I feared, still no trace of Thancred. I might die in the middle of cutscene. Do I still get hit? I'm being hit right now. There is nothing but enemies. I'm going to die. The dragon's hitting me in the battle log. Someone or something is here. I literally think someone's about to freaking kill me. I'm gonna come out of this cutscene dead. It's a dragon. Yeah, well, you might have to come over and res me. We'll see in a second, though, when I'm out of cutscene. What are you talking about? There's nothing there. What? Do they not see the dragon? What? Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Agreed. We only found more questions than we found answers. There's a fair stretch of terrain from the ship's starboard we've yet to explore. Let's try searching there then. Starboard, larboard. Am I dead? Am I dead, though? Estinian, what do you have to say? It's Alex, a word before we join the others. Oh my god, I'm going to die! Go, 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 go. Just run. Just run, just run, just run. Wait, I have sleep. You get out of here. Get out of here. Trying to freaking aggro me while I'm MSQing. How rude. I'm glad I'm not dead. Usually in old school, like a Realm Reborn, if you were put into a cutscene, it would smack you out of... Like, if an enemy hit you, it would just literally smack you out of cutscene. I think they finally fixed it here in the later expansions. Do not perceive me. Do not perceive me. I do not exist. Hello? Oh, an S-rank in Central Thanalan. You see them too, don't you? The dragons. As I thought, their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgardsormr and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live on Aetheris? This was their original star. This has to be. Bah, better leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons they can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to them, I wonder? Dear God. We're going to an aetheryte. Here of all places, there's an aetheryte. I'm gonna go grab this map part also. If I can even. Give it to me. And give it to me. Oh, there's still more. Okay. I just want to make sure I got everything on the map covered, you know? Free experience, because I'm trying to get Sage up to 80. Because I think now is the time. I think this is our last 89 quest, maybe? Or maybe the next one, I don't know. I keep saying that this one will be the last one, this one will be the last one. How far are we? We're not even that far into 89 at all. Now that I think about it. Alright, well, we have the first island explored. It's called Ostracon Deca Octo. Wait, isn't that... That's Medion's numbering style. Deca Octo. Ghosts of Dragons. Rayatara. My sight may have been restored after a fashion, but I fear what I see cannot be trusted. It's as if Meteon herself has etched these images upon my heart. I doubt that such a feat is within her power. given that she constructed the sanctuary herself. Surely mine eyes deceive me. This cannot be possible. Dragons, 'tis true they are not of our world, but to find them in a prison of despair. It seems the dragons have yet to succumb completely to the darkness of this place, meaning others should see them as well. Look there, are those ghosts? Let's see.
Dragons? Here?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was.
She's just here to watch us. Where's Thancred?
A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
Isn't this Midgard Somer's world? This has to be their original world.
Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
More dragon songs?
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not?
But is he our Thancred?
Oh, yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words.
Is he following us this whole time?
Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty.
But how did he lose
You
his
don't know
corporeal
why you
form?
still exist. In like manner
Or is she
to
just
the
messing with
oblivion
us?
I send. I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis,
What stopped us?
beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed.
Is he simply gone that easily?
Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure.
Thancred and made all
That you
this?
draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business. Huh?
She's gone.
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you. Emotions dictate
Allie is
reality.
done with MSQ. It took her an hour to do credits.
Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteion holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
I'm not worried about Thancred, by the way. We have Azum's crystal chilling in our pocket. I'm not worried about him. Let's see, do I have this die? I don't. I'll take the die. Still level 89, just as I thought. Hello, Valve. He can't really be gone, can he? Meteon herself said his soul persists, that he is the reason we are still breathing, so then maybe, if maybe, he's not gone. I understand now why the Lopbirds were surprised to find that his environment could sustain life, there but for Thancred's sacrifice. His will was strong enough to reshape Ultima Thule that we might survive, that I might see again. His sacrifice will not be wasted. Wait, he stole can see in here? It's not hard to believe that Thancred was able to overcome Meteon's will. Yet, here we are. Would the price of his victory not have been so high? My aim was true. I had her. Are we to defeat an enemy we can't even attack? I think Thancred's fine. Despite Meteon's words, trαnge cannot accept that his comrade is gone. A soul without body, a form of being with which we are not wholly familiar. Indeed, we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. The circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true. But I choose to believe that he is not forever lost to us. He's fine. Regardless, in sacrifice he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm that we might confront and defeat Meteon, Estinian, Salix. Will you accompany me in speaking with the dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I would ask the rest of you to survey these surrounds. If there is a path that may lead us to our quarry, we must find it. Very well, we can reconvene here when everyone else has finished. Meteon said these dragons are shallow in shade, from a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they're not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation, so please, be careful. Let us split up and gather what knowledge we may. Okay, so we're still technically on level 89 MSQ. Now that I have a better understanding of what it's like down here, here's the plan. Tomorrow morning I will be live with level 89 MSQ still. And we will be going until the final dungeon. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. And then tomorrow night, I will hopefully finally be done. But yeah, that's my plan. I don't want to stress myself out because that's what I did with Shadowbringers. I tried doing the entirety of the final area in one day and I just could not do it. And knowing that Endwalker's credits are probably going to be even longer, I want to take my time. I still have plenty of time before the Pandemonium raids. But yeah, I think literally tomorrow will mark. It would have taken me 10 days. 10 days to finish the MSQ if I finish tomorrow, which is ridiculous, but also to be expected. Alright, I will see everyone tomorrow then. We're gonna be up here bright and early and we're gonna go through this whole area until we reach the final dungeon. Good night.